Hello, hello. Huh. There we go. Yo. What up, Alex? Welcome in, Danny. How you guys doing tonight? What up, Matt? Turn this music down a little bit. And get some songs queued up. All right, for sure. This is the Vulcan indeed. Man, you already got it. I'm so jealous. So jealous. Oh yeah, the Gawk Lily's a great board. I got a build for that coming up soon. What color did you get? Oh yeah, Alex. It turned out the plate was not measured correctly, so I literally had to take a Dremel and cut the entire backspace out to fit the stabs properly. Ooh, that's the one I was between. I got the red mirror polish, but I was looking at the blue. That blue gray is nice. Here, since you weren't here, let's get a little quick sound test in for this guy. Bam. Yeah. I'll explain in a sec. Oh. It's a very interesting sound profile. Yeah, man, it's cool. It adds a bit of depth. These are basically blacks. They're oranges. But yeah, like I was saying, so the guy I bought it from, he actually ended up doing his own run for the PCB after the fact. He got the plate, the files from, I guess, Noxery, and then they created their own plate for it. But the plate that they did was measured incorrectly. What am I doing? Bam. Okay. So that struggle was because it literally doesn't fit, or it didn't fit. But we're good now. I actually took this board with me to KeyCon. Yeah, it was an aftermarket plate. I did actually pick up a second VP for the extras because I low-key want to do another build on it. I've been really enjoying the heck out of this thing. The type feel is really, really nice. There was actually a stainless steel bottomed Velvet Pro that was there. Just casually. I'm going to sell the board. 100% going to sell the board. It was just for the extras. The guy didn't want to sell them without it, and I was very conflicted. A normal person would have just been like, skip. But I really, really like this board a lot. It's definitely different than the Velvet Pro. The Velvet Pro has a different pitch to it. That could be for different factors. I mean, it is a different typing angle. It's maybe a little bit more room. And then the Vulcan Pro uses a flex cuts in the PCB. But yeah, Keycon was cool. It was interesting. I did get this guy from Kate. I don't even know. I don't even know who, what the vendor was. Let me look. I don't think it was Sody Pop. Dude, I feel so bad for not knowing. I was also that guy that didn't know who anybody was and didn't realize that there was a bunch of streamers there, like, till after the fact. Yeah, that's definitely not what I'm looking for. Lightning was there. I didn't get to meet him. He was doing a talk when I was there. I left for a little bit in between, and then I went back. Apiary was there. The Glare is an interesting board, man. I liked it until I built a bunch of other TKLs. That's what I'll say. I do like the Hall Effect build I have for it. I can bring it out real quick if you want to take a look at it. Let me grab it. Thing's a monster. I think the design is awesome. Right? Johnny! What up, dude? Welcome in. It's cool. I mean, it's kind of a crazy gaming board. I did not care for the MX build I had. I'll say that. There was a lot of resonance. I'm just not a fan of like having to pay 600 plus bucks for something that needs a force break. You know what I mean? But I do think Geon's quality is really top notch. Like the anno on this is awesome. I love the color. And HE switches have an interesting sound profile to them for sure. Let's see. Yeah, the design it's really hard to beat the design. The typing angle is pretty aggressive. But going for that OTD 456. But I think it sounds good. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's the way it came built with the blacks. I don't know. There was a lot of resonance for sure. And it's very stiff. I mean, it's top mount, right? It's super stiff feeling. The closest board I can compare it to is my 1098 from Rukia, which is over here real quick. Let me grab that. Yeah, exactly. That's my exact problem. Sorry, guys. I know a few of you have already seen this a few times. But this is the board I was kind of comparing it to, right? Because it's the same thing. It's got the same typing angle. It's a big, heavy board. This one's directly inspired by the 456 GT from OTD. But I think this thing sounds so freaking good. I've been hyping up everybody on this board. I think I just sold somebody else on it today. He was looking for a good top mount with a good space bar. And I feel like this thing does that for sure. Yeah, the space bar on this thing is freaking... These are browns, by the way, on aluminum. But like, Jesus, that space bar. Yeah, so when I got this board, it kind of killed the glare for me. You know what I mean? I guess I value sound over design. Yo, thank you for the sub, bro. Appreciate that. Welcome to the fam. All right, back to this baby. Whew. But yeah, I do have a few other Geon boards coming in, or that I've got that I'm going to do builds for. I got the F1 8X and the V2, and I just got a F2 84. Curious to test them out. My favorite board, dude, you know the answer to that. You know the answer to that. It's still the Tosaka. I don't know if anyone is watching, but yeah, the Tosaka. I would say the Nox 3 VP jumped up a bunch of spots. So it's like, probably, I'd still give the edge to Toe, just because I like the 65 layout a little bit better than 60. But Tosaka is like the perfect sounding board. Yeah, Morgan is expensive, but when you look at it, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. Like, he spared no expense on that thing. Danny, I don't know if you're familiar with Waifu Works, but they make a couple of really solid anime theme boards. A couple. They make a lot of really solid. It was cool to meet Keeb, one of the contributors to Waifu Works, in person. The Morgan, I believe, is going to be around 1,500. Oh, 1,100. Oh, okay, that's better than what I thought. I thought the initial quote was like 1,500. But I think it's a full copper booty, right? It's the same idea as the Salter TKL. Okay, but hang on. I gotta show off Toe one more time. I think it's full copper. Hang on, or maybe stainless. I'm tripping. I don't know. Yeah, even with all of the boards I've built so far, this is still the best sounding board. Like it, the best way to describe it is it just sounds perfect. All right, last one, and then we'll get into what we're here for. Yeah. This is just blacks on aluminum. These are some lightly lubed MX2As from what I remember. All right. I forgot the backspace is switched on this thing. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm partial to them. I really like the 910s, the GAF and the GSK are two of my favorite ones, right? Let me set the way. But that blocker is freaking. Yeah, it is. It's definitely MX blacks on aluminum. This is the board that made me sell to Kohaku, like immediately. This is a gasket mount, by the way. Great type feel, super balanced. Oh, dude, I bet that sounds incredible. You got to get us a sound test of that. I've been curious to try the Cherry Top Telios. I heard them actually in a Vulcan build. But yeah, I think aesthetically this board is just freaking so good. And red's my favorite color, so I'm a sucker. Low-key, this might have been my first Waifu Works board. I think it was. I think I bought the Proto from Aoena, and then I started buying everything else. My bad. And that says a lot, because I feel like all of them are awesome. Yeah, it's already in group buy. There may be a couple of extras. If somebody can plug you with the Discord link, that would be much appreciated, guys. Otherwise, I can pull it up in a sec. But they got more stuff coming. The Salter, I mean, sorry, the Morgan also sounds really, really good. Thank you, Johnny. Yeah, there's like 2 extras. I did enter it again for the Tosaka 65. There's going to be 2. I have my group buy spot, which I'll probably let go to somebody in here, if they're really interested. I do not, man. I do not. I'm an idiot, is what I am. I sold a bunch of other hobby related things, including my guns, to start funding this one. And an intelligent person would put that money into the stock market or something. But I'm a moron, right? So I got to do something. Got to do something to blow off steam. Not all of them. I still have a few. No, so I live in California, right? California has very, very strict gun laws. So like getting anything, we have a roster, right? There's a literal roster of guns that are allowed to be sold in California, like at a gun store. So if a gun's not on that roster, it's very difficult to get it. Yeah, bro, it's so annoying. It's the most annoying shit in the world. But there is a legal loophole where you can pretty much get any gun you want. Oh, I need to make that a command. Thank you. I'll do that as we're speaking. You can get anything you want through private party transfers. No, not World War II guns, bro. I wish. Who's got the money for that shit? So private party transfers, what ends up happening is like cops will be able to, law enforcement officers can buy whatever the fuck they want. They can only sell a certain amount before it becomes considered like arms trading. So they'll sell their shit on like a marketplace, very much like Mech Market. It's Cal Guns was the one. I don't know if it's still there anymore. That I would go to. So I would buy guns that were like not on the roster but legal to own through that process. And just like keyboards or anything else, they appreciate in value because they're hard to get. And I had a buddy that was an FFL dealer. So I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like a private dealer for guns. So he would hook me up on stuff. I'd get stuff at cost. Let me link this real quick so I don't forget. I think it's in somewhere in my profile. It's in my profile. God damn it, streamer mode. Okay. In real time, we're gonna add this command, custom command. There you go. Can you try it again? Let's see if it works. But I had a bunch of cool shit that I ended up selling. And using a lot of that money to fund stuff in this hobby. Actually, let me just try Discord. There we go. That'll get you into my Discord. No problem, man. Appreciate you being here. And let's take a look at what we're going to be building today, yeah? Well, that's upside down. Oh, shit. I feel like I recognize the name, but I don't know why. Maybe I was... Oh, dude, this thing's all out. What did I do? What did I do? Which glare was it? Yeah, this thing done came all the way apart. Sorry for the messiest reveal yet. Jesus. All right. Let's start with the goodies. So this is another opinionated build by JTD Works. We got a half aluminum plate. With the kitty theme. Oh, okay, that's right. Now I know. Came right to mind. I see a paw print in here. I don't know what this is for, though. Bro, if I can open it. Very meticulously taped. You know what? All I see is this. Maybe it's a sticker? Come on. Okay, some hardware. Which I don't know if we're gonna need, but we'll see. Probably for the plate. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. And our PCB. Come out. There we go. So it looks like we got what? ISO support? Split right shift. And left. All right. More things for me to potentially F up. Is that what? So what is the second pin? It's not ISO. What's the second pin for? I always assumed that was ISO. Maybe I'm tripping. But anyway, here's the beauty. Yo, 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 what up, Slowy? Welcome in, man. Okay. Already got some patina going there. So lucky me, this has not been built. This is a new unbuilt Ovinnik. The gray one is unique and it doesn't have a design on the back weight. There's usually like this kind of like, it's some artist from Australia that does like childlike drawings. There is that on the inside, kind of. I don't know if you guys can see it, but when we get to building it, we'll figure that out. Put this mess of a freaking case away. Yeah, an adult drew that, dude. I think that's the idea. That's their art style. I saw the pink one, and I know I've mentioned on here that I'm a fan of JTD Works because of their mission statement. They've been out of the game for a while. But he runs his group buys are usually private, small run group buys, and he uses the funds to basically support good causes. So he does like full donations to good causes for the boards that he builds, and he's built some really cool looking shit. This is the big brother to, or big sister to, the Khajiit, which is it's a different gray. It looks like the gray on that's a little bit lighter. Let me go grab that. Compare it. Much lighter gray on this guy. But this is a very cool board. I love this board. Very near and dear to my heart. But I gotta say, I think I like this gray more. I like deeper grays. This is the color of my car. Sweet. Well, I thought this was gonna be a gummy O-ring mount. Did I read that wrong? Maybe this is top mount only. Let's check it out. If I can spell Ovinnik. It is top mount. Top mount, top mount, top mount. Okay. Well, then that means I can go with my swag keys stabs, which I gotta go grab. But it is a 1.2 millimeter PCB. That's the only knock. But from what I've heard, this thing sounds really good. Even with the 1.2. All right, let me go grab that. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that this had a half plate option. So now I'm wondering if I go half plate or if I go full plate. If I go half plate, I do have those cherry bobas, which might sound kind of cool. They feel super harsh. Half regardless. I guess we can figure out what switches we want to get to in a sec. Let me do the test on the PCB though. Make sure we're good to go. So the switch options, you've already probably seen most of these. We've got some clears. We've got some cherry bobas. We've got some retooled blacks. We've got some long pole blacks, which maybe would sound good because it's a 1.2 millimeter PCB. Or we got the good old Nixies. Good old Nixies. I'm not mad at any of the options. And I'll defer to you guys on what you think we should go with. We got one vote for Nixies on half. Nixies are clears on half. Yeah, I'm assuming it is. We got a taco PCB. It's not terrible. Well, it's got some flex. Definitely got some flex to it. Clears. I do love me some clears. I'm gonna see. Let's look at what people have done with their builds. Top mount. Full alu. This is a full PP plate. Interesting. I'm just looking at YouTube real quick. Full alu. Full alu. Looks like full alu is like by far the most popular option, and I'm assuming maybe it's because of that. They're already trimmed. Also, let me know if the music is too loud. I'm an old man and I'm deaf. Yeah, like literally every build I'm seeing is on full aluminum. So I'm gonna guess it's because of the fact that this is such a flexy 1.2 mil PCB. All right, we got one brown. What is this on? Full plate. Damn. I've only got one PCB, so I don't want to F this up. Do we do full plate? I can't find anything with half plate for this. Oh, we got one half plate. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Here, let me post this. This does not sound great. So this is blacks on a half plate, and it's a ton of resonance. Yeah, the blacks that I have are all retools, including the long pull ones. I mean, it still sounds good. It just has a lot of resonance. You can never go wrong with retooled blacks on aluminum. Okay, while you guys help me figure that out, let's see if I can get a PCB test going here before we invest a bunch of time on a broken PCB. All right. Nice. Oops. They're just kind of like better browns, but they are a little bit more harsh. Better in the sound profile sense. But the last time I used them was on a full aluminum plate. So worth making? Probably not, in all honesty. By better browns, I mean better stock browns. I mean, you can modify your browns to do whatever you want. So what am I doing here? That's not good. Wait, what happened? Did it disconnect? Not the shit. Come on, Vaya. What are you doing? Scared me for a sec. Just make sure I didn't. Okay. I mean, if you're bored and curious, why not, right? But I think the thing I like about browns is, to me, the tactility is not like terrible. All right, we are looking good. Beautiful. Okay, so decisions. Well, we got a little bit of time. I still have to disassemble this guy. Where the heck did I put it? Oh, here it is. One. Two. Okay. Did I do the trick, or do I gotta take these off? Yep, gotta take those off. Okay. Jeez. Oops. Okay. Pretty straightforward. You can see the little weight design there. Pretty cute. All right. we still have more time to decide because I gotta do these stabs. All right. Let me just make sure these will work. I think these should work fine. Yeah. Nobody? No takers? Damn, I give you guys the steering wheel and you don't want to steer? Left to my own devices, it's probably going to be Nixies on full aluminum. Because I love Nixies. I think it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You're fine, dude. I'm just teasing. Yeah, we were looking at it, I think, on the last stream. Alex is the one that showed me, or had told me it was entering group buy. Group buy? Yes. I think they make really beautiful boards. Very tempted to join myself. Wait, what the hell? Oh. I didn't. I did not. I'm trying to be good, man. I wasn't supposed to get the fucking Vulcan. And I did. My priority this week is to list the boards that I can list. Why am I missing one? I've got an extra somewhere. One second. How did I lose one? Did it not have one in there? Even better, I got one ready to go. Let me set this guy aside for right now and cheat a little bit. How long is the fulfillment normally for those guys? For Ori boards? I really like the 88. Let me share the screen real quick. Yeah, this thing is so freaking nice. I don't know if we listened to a sound test for this last time, did we? Also, props to whoever made their site. This is freaking nice. This is next level shit. Ooh, yeah, that'll look really good. I love Turbonite. Main. So I got till September. I gotta set a reminder. September 6th to convince myself to join, which will probably happen anyway. Alex, you've got the 88, right? I gotta listen to this thing. Honestly, it's the thing that throws me off is the Geon feet. Oh, is it? It was. I wasn't even paying attention. So June 3rd till when? June. Wait, what? That was it? So it's already done? Rip my soul. Well, I guess I'll have to scout for one on the aftermarket at frickin' flipper prices. It's cool. I don't need it. I don't need it. Ooh, let's check that out.
This looks super, super good, man. Love the machining here on the bottom, too. Like, that is a good looking...
Oops.
This looks super good,
Oh man, that sounds so good. What is this random? I don't even know if I've used YouTube. Look at this algorithm on the side. What the fuck is going on over here? Yeah, that sounds freaking good. Very good. Man. Well, Alex did try to tell me, so it's on me. Did you join, Alex? Yeah, you got that Santa coming. I was actually surprised. I didn't see an 88 at KeyCon. I saw basically every other board. Actually, I didn't see a Gawk Lily either, to be honest. I didn't see any Gawk boards. A lot of interesting custom boards, though, and split boards. I did see a real life OTD 456 GT. Vinny had his there in pink. That board was really nice. It's a good problem to have, man. It is interesting to hear people's conversations on the hobby, though. Like, on the one hand, you have people that have been here since it popped off, right, during COVID, and they consider the hobby to be dying. But there's a lot of people that don't think it's dying, myself included. There's so much stuff coming out. There's more and more content creators, I feel like. Switches. Maybe it's just different, is the best way to put it. I think that's what I heard Marshmallow say to somebody. I kind of feel like people that tell themselves it's dying are just looking for a reason to get out of the hobby. That is also true. I do just need to build them. Did you get in on the Rukia 9 lice? 9-less? 9-less, I think is how you say it. That's a board I'm excited for too. We'll see how I do with ergo boards. Dude, it looks so cool. There's still a few spots left if you're on the fence. I'm gonna be the devil on your shoulder. At least there were last time I checked. Yeah, I've heard. I figured I have to give it at least one real try. I joined a different Alice style board, but it's a 40. So I already know that thing's not going to be usable at all. Yeah. It'll be my first 42. First and potentially last. Yo! What up, Chris? Welcome in, bro. Hope you're having a good night, dude. Did I put some of these away? What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is come back. No. We are building the Ovinnik from JTD Works today, dude. We still haven't decided on switches yet. Or a plate, to be honest. But we got some options. Yeah, I think the only place of course, it's either blacks or Nixies. I think those are the only options I even put on the table. Are some cherry bobas, but we voted that one out. I don't have the PC board for it. I mean, plate for it. I would do browns on half if I had extra browns. Oh, you know what? I do have extra browns. That's another option. Cherry bobas. Not just cherries. The only options are cherries. Alright, let me put this in real quick. Dude, I'm freaking losing my mind over here. Is anybody going to go to the Novel Keys meet? That was something I heard good things about at KeyCon. Elysium. I have to look that up. I don't know if I've seen the Elysium. Oh, really? Yeah, for me, it's a freaking journey. There's no direct flights to West Virginia from California that I could find. And they're crazy expensive. But it would be cool to do that, the Novel Keys experience or whatever, where they take you to the store. They have like exclusive stuff to the event. Oh, bro. You're thinking about it. You don't even have to get a hotel. Yeah, that's exciting, dude. Are you able to share details? Or is it still all tight-lipped? Look, I didn't tell anybody. Very cool, dude. Excited for that. Excited for you. Wishing you guys all the best luck. And I would like to say, I think it's very admirable how you guys are doing your best to clean up the mess that you somewhat inherited. Goes a long way, I think. Especially in this hobby. By the way, guys, if anybody needs switches, Keeb is the guy. Of course, man. I need to hit you up for some more vents. Ooh, nice. Yeah, Chris, if you want to link your Reddit, please do, man, so people can hit you up. Are you guys going to be offering customization services through the new storefront too? I'm assuming yes, but I figure you guys are going to be busy with everything else. Dude, I love these freaking stabs. Knight V3s for anybody who's curious. Gotcha. If you guys want to hear a sound test for the switches I got from Chris, it's the Snow 60 build. They're pre-retool beauties. Let me see if I can pull it up, or at least drop your Reddit in here. What is this thing doing? Oh, there you go. Hit him up on Discord. Vents are awesome, Matt. Don't listen to the haters that say they're the same, etc., etc. If you get a good batch of vents, I think there's a noticeable difference. They're different. That's the best way to put it. Now, would I drop $500 plus on some Unikey ones? No. But yeah, a couple $100 on some really nice ones. Why not, dude? And you know what? Clout is a factor, okay? Clout is a factor. Especially in this hobby, right? So there's different categories of blacks. I mean, Vince. It depends on the time you get them, like what board they're harvested from. The most like well-known ones are Weiss, Western German if you want the older stuff. Pre-retools, then there's the retools. I think anything from pre-retool and older is considered mint, but I'll defer to Keeb. He's the master. The Switch master. I've used Weiss 87s in my 2.0 ad. I thought they sounded awesome. And those were they weren't broken in or anything. They were just lubed and filmed. Extra scratchy, which is exactly what I wanted in that board. I can pull them out if you want to listen to them in a sec. Or pull it out. It is a 2.0 ad with a 1.2 millimeter PCB, so there is resonance, but I think the switches still sound awesome. I think the most sought after ones are probably the Western Germany batches. I have a set of them that haven't been modded yet, so I couldn't really tell you if they're worth it. But it is one of the sets that I'm trying to. Okay, for sure, I'll grab it. Let me finish this one. I'll grab this and I'll grab the ones that Chris made for me. The ones I used anyway. Okay. Let me go grab that. Double fisting. All right. Oh, no shit. Would help if I plugged it in, right? All right, so these are the Weiss mints. Oops. You can just hear like how scratchy these guys are. And then these are the ones Chris made me. These are pre-retools. that have been modded. He will mod the shit out of them for you to whatever sound profile you're looking for. I gotta stop talking for him. Oh my god. So these actually feel different compared to my other blacks. There's almost a tactility to it. It's kind of cool. I believe these were dual stage springs, right, Chris? 62 gram dual gauge, from what I remember. It's been a while. But these were lube filled, spring swapped, and broken in. What? That's not what I'm trying to play. What the hell was that? Oh. There we go. Single stage. Okay. 22 meter. Yeah, there you go. What I liked about them though is that they were a little bit louder than most of the blacks that I've had, especially the ones that have been lubed. Cool. Okay, we're set up. Now we got to make some decisions. Yeah, I got to dig through. It's been a few months. Dig through my Reddit messages to figure it out. So, are we going half plate? Are we going full plate? And let's go through our options again. We got our loop film spring swapped Nixies. These are not broken in. We got some retool blacks. We got some clears. All of these have been loop frame LFSS. LFSS. Let's just start there. And we got long pole blacks. Theremin did a talk, by the way, at KeyCon. I missed it, unfortunately, but he was there. It was on switch force curves. You want to go through those options again? Yeah. Nixies on full. Nixies on half. It is a 1.2 millimeter PCB. And the one sound test I found for a half plate didn't sound the best. So. No plate, bro. This thing would be bouncing like hell. I mean, look at this thing. Full plate. We can go full plate. So then what do we do? Retool blacks, clears, Nixies. Let me disassemble this real quick too. It's top mount, yes. I don't think there's any flex cuts in the. There's, yeah, the one, and the bottom one's here. Clears. That's 2 votes for clears. Clears on full. I'm happy with whatever choice. I love all of these switches. Do I sound scared of half? Fuck it, man. Let's go. I'll do half plate. You guys want to see half plate? Half plate clears? I doubt I'd hate it. I mean, that matrix board is it is top mount, yeah. That matrix board is 1.2 without any case film or anything. And if there's anything that I would hate, it would be that sound profile, but I actually like it. You know I'm not picky. Bam. So half plate. Do we do half plate clears? Top mount? Yo, half it is. Okay. You know what's funny? Okay. You guys are going to think I'm lying, but I swear to God. My plan was to build this before I even streamed or any of that stuff. Check the switch fitment into the PCB. Yeah, we'll do. We'll definitely do that before we get too far ahead of ourselves. My desire was to build this on a half plate with clears. So you guys are, yeah, I mean, you're picking the option I wanted without me saying it. It was meant to be. Okay. Let's check plate fitment. You did, dude. You did. Oof. We might have a bit of a problem. Unless it's meant to go over. I guess it's meant to go over the USB. Oh, I guess that makes sense. There we go. Yeah? The Lone Shark! What up, fam? Yeah, dude. I went crazy out there. The vendor situation was so fire, bro. I got this one keycap. That's it. That's all I got. They didn't have anything else. It is a fire little keycap, though. They did not have anything else that I couldn't have just bought online. In fact, I don't think they really brought much at all. Like, Canon Keys was there. They did give away a cool little Keycon keycap. There was a lot of cool giveaways. I didn't win shit, even though I had 2 slots. So rip my soul. They had 93 giveaways. I didn't win anything. But yeah, I think that's where all the cool stuff went. I sold it, huh? Okay. What I did get was a lot of good food. DC's got some crazy good food. Expensive as hell, but good. Oh. I was just gonna start building it, dude. With no stabs in it. I think we're good. Oh shit, these are bent. Right? We got plenty of space. Yeah, I might tape. Can I tape them? Oh no, they're in there. Look at that. They're staying. Yeah, I know. I've done that, and that's been trash. Shake test. We're good. They're in there nice. Oh wait, those ones are fucking on the plate. So let me try one right in the middle. Oh yeah, we're good. Which Arky did a raffle? I just missed that my bad. Was it a serious? Dude, I need to not look at any more artisans. I did just get my... Oh, these are sick. I gotta show you guys these. This top row. I'm a GSK guy. Oh, Alpha Keys. That top row is their Lunar New Year, Year of the Snake. Minus this dude. My dumbass entered this thinking it was a raffle. So I had to buy all 8 of those fucking keycaps at once. But they're cool as shit. I'm gonna stick with GSKs. I'm already too invested. Oh, congrats, man. So it was a good feeling. Too many boards, but not enough artisans, huh, Alex? Never enough artisans. How much are those? I should get organized. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. There was a crazy collection and assortment of artisans that people bought to GeekOn. So you were only allowed one 10x10, I think it was, artisan tray. Sorry. You were allowed 2 keyboards, right? But you could swap a keyboard out for an artisan tray. And a lot of people opted to just bring artisans, like nothing else. I think Oren brought his gaff collection, and it was like a $20,000 gaff collection. Like that, it was insane. Gaff is way too rich for my blood. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome in. JTD is a small designer from Australia. He's known for doing small private runs where he donates all of the proceeds to good causes. He's not active right now, so it's kind of hard to find information on him, but it's actually one of the designers that inspired me to get into this game. The 2 boards that he's created that I am aware of are the Ovinnik, which is this one, and the Khajiit, which is a 60%. Yeah, man, that's understandable. They are probably the most popular keycaps, right? Or artisans. I wish I could link you to any more information, but I can't find any myself outside of what's on YouTube and on Reddit. Yeah, very much so, man. The Khajiit is very heavily inspired by the 456. It's like a mini 456. It's got the dual through-weight design. Bogan? I've never heard of Bogan keycaps, and I probably am not going to Google them because I don't need anything else to spend my money on. It's my job to influence you, Alex, into bad decisions. Like Dune Awakening. DeLone, get Dune and play with me. Oh, there was a spider at KeyCon. That is a freaking cool board, man. I didn't realize the text font is from Spider-Man. I thought that was cool. Cool little nod. It is out. The closed beta ended, and I think the official launch was a couple of days ago. GG's, what am I doing here? It's good. I liked it. I played it for like 2 days while it was still in the beta phase. I had fun. Sweet, man. I've not been here that long myself, but from what I've been hearing from everyone, is it's a good time to get back in. A lot of the Grail boards are more affordable than they've ever been. If that's your thing, there's so many cool boards coming out. And the budget market is like blowing the hell up, dude. What you would consider budget isn't really budget anymore. Keebed here definitely helped me come to understand that. Are there any boards? Look, compared to COVID pricing, right? You know I'm not wrong. Are there any boards you guys are excited about, or that brought you back into the hobby that you're looking at? Look, dude, you can get a Jane for like 2 Gs now. Yeah, definitely agree. Dude, I don't think I've seen that. Can you link it? Pull this up real quick. Maybe? There it is. Whoa. Yo, that's cool. I've never seen this layout before. Are you guys even seeing this? Oh, you guys can't see me. Why is the screen not updating? Oh, because it's the wrong screen. There we go. Dude, this is cool. Is it, I'm assuming 2 PCBs? How the hell do they manage the curve? The 21X. That's pretty sick, man. Nice. Thank you for sharing that. Am I clipping the stab? Wait, sorry. Again, am I clipping the stabs over the shim? Should I be? Or you mean sliding them on? Oh, yeah, I am. They are. My fault. I thought you meant like physically clipping them. I'll show you in a sec. What I do is I slide it underneath and into it because they're kind of loose until they're screwed in. Yeah. let's get there. Yeah. Yo, man, I might be dumb. Okay. I can't even finish that statement. I would do some shit like that. You already know I would do some shit like that. No shame in my game. All right. Shots fired. That's the only way, dude. Okay, I think you're out one more. But yeah, back to Dune Awakening. You guys need to get it. I need people to play it, and they do. It's an MMO, but not like an MMORPG. It's a survival game, but it definitely has RPG elements. The only real complaint people have for that game right now is the PvP kind of sucks, and that's mostly the end game. But it's been in beta for a long time, and the devs have been listening back to feedback. I think they were just waiting to do a lot of like the day one patch stuff, stability fixes and all that. But they have already announced that they're going to be making some pretty big changes to how that works. Also, a lot of the people that have been playing it feel like they're going to introduce things like raids, like MMO concepts. But just the core gameplay, I'm still only in the first area. Just the core gameplay has been really fun for me. And I'm not really a fan of survival games. Like it's not really my bread and butter, you know? But I've been enjoying it for sure. Look at that. And the plate fits. No Dremel required. I think it's only like $40 too. Though I don't know if that was just before it launched. You know, I don't know how that, if that wears on you in the end game, but while you're playing it, like while I'm playing it, at least in the early parts of it, it doesn't feel, there's never been a point where I'm like, oh, I gotta go build and farm this thing. Like I built a whole base and resources are so abundantly available. Like that's all obviously beginner shit. I don't know if it gets much more difficult when you get into more advanced crafting. But I'm assuming, yeah, obviously there's going to be like some element of needing to play with other people. But that's what guilds and shit are for, right? So like they'll get into guilds to sort of scale that part of the game. But dude, people in the beta built some crazy shit. Like just go on and look at a montage of people's bases that they built. The combat's a little clunky. No, they can't. The only way... So there's PvP zones, right? So if you're in a PvP zone, yeah, you can get your shit taken. Only certain things drop. I think it's blueprints and money. Maybe resources, but I think a lot of other stuff doesn't drop. I don't know about bases. I think you can build bases in the deep desert. That's the end game area. But I don't think people can destroy them like in like Ark or whatever. Or Rust. That's honestly what turned me off to a lot of those games. But this game is definitely PvE first. And then there's certain places where P is enabled. I think shipwrecks is one place. And then the deep desert, which is like the end game area. And you can like control who can enter your base, etc. Friends, whatever, just you. Guildmates. I'm over here literally not using this at all. Yeah, again, I can't speak to the end game. I don't know if it's gonna fall off. People are still playing it though, and they've been playing the shit out of the end game already. Shroud loves it. but he also really loves survival games. All right, real question. Stepped or non-stepped? I know your answer, Alex. That's fair. God damn it. Fine. What I'll say is I've been playing it completely brain dead. Like, I didn't research anything about it. I don't look at any guides. It seems pretty straightforward. I have not. Who makes those? I feel like the game does a pretty good job of holding your hand. No. CT, what up, bro? Welcome, my G. DC was good. We had a blast, dude. Ate like pigs. Avoided the parade and protests. Can I just say, dude, thank God. They knew idiots were going to build this, so they blocked this shit off, right? Honestly, we went for too long. It's weird being away that long from your kids. And everywhere we go, we just kept thinking about them. I think Eisen would have really enjoyed it. Oh yeah, dude, that spot. If you're ever in DC, I highly, highly, highly recommend Love Makoto. I love omikases. we should have took Eisen with us 100%. The only reason I didn't was because I thought it was gonna pop off, you know, given what was happening. I just didn't want to have him near any danger potentially. But yeah, that sushi spot was so good, dude. That was the best sushi I've ever eaten, like hands down. Yeah, we were there 4 nights. So it wasn't the worst, but we were low-key trying to figure out how to fly back earlier. The one meal we had that wasn't good out of all the meals we ate was at Haleo, which is a super fancy tapas restaurant that was like super hyped. It was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good. It was just like, for the price, I was like, I expected a lot more. All right, bro, I gotta turn off this fucking Marvel theme song. What's happening? Literally, dude. Like a loaded Marvel Rivals or something. Have you guys been playing Rivals at all still? Or nah? Oh, the loan. I don't remember if you actually ever played. Oh, did it? They announced a new Suikoden. It's a mobile game though. It's like a gacha game, but it actually kind of looks sick. Oops. You're still on that shit, Johnny? Tokon? Oh, the fighting game. That looks so cool, dude. Fighter Z meets Marvel vs. Capcom. And then the art style is sick as fuck, too. You see that shit? That shit, Chris? All right. Get these switches that I dropped fucking all over the place real quick. You know, I should have probably asked this before I did it. But should I be using different switches, you think, for spacebar? I don't know if I've tried. Actually, yeah, I have a clear in the Starry. It doesn't sound bad at all. It's probably going to be a good one to pick up. All right. Bro. Let's change this shit up. sure these are all pushed in. There we go. We're almost ready to solder this bitch. Okay, I think we're good. As good as it's gonna get. Do I test some different? Dude, I did. I jumped back on like 15 minutes later and I finished it up. It's actually this one right here. Why is this not resetting properly? Okay, let's see. Did I fuck this up? Stabs are in. Try an orange in here real quick. See if it sounds any different. All right, let me try one more thing. All right, let's try this guy. Trying to decide if I should use a different switch, but it's hard to tell with this plate. They all kind of sound the same. Do I just stick with clears all around, or do I try different switches? I could. Do I just leave it alone for now? Not solder. Not. I don't have sockets. What's confusing me is I feel like I don't have full travel on this. Do I just build it without spacebar for now? I mean, if it's just one switch, I could always desolder and swap it, I guess. Yeah. I think so too. Okay. Let's just go with it. And then if I get my Milmax sockets in anytime soon, we can do that again. Right. Yeah, I agree. Let's keep it simple. We're going to go clears all around for now. And keep it pushing. My favorite part. bent pin. Didn't catch that. Not bent, straight up missing. I'm gonna just do a quick test to make sure this is working. Yo. Just getting to the good stuff now, man. slowly. I just saw your message. Yeah, I'll check with Keeb. He's actually the one that's making those plates. So I'll let you know what the ETA is. But he did mention he could send it directly to you. Night, Alex, man. Thanks for dropping by. I'm sure you had the sound test at another point. Would appreciate you being here. GG's, bro. Out here bending pins. almost there. Okay, this guy popped out, so let's put it back in. Let's take a quick peek, see how we did. Maybe a little bit more on those. But for the most part, it looks good. Sick. Okay. Try a different freaking cable. Good. We're good. All right. Time to get this bitch assembled. Actually, come on. Cool. Home stretch. So I'm thinking maybe Maestro? Well, we can look at some options. There it is. Okay, let's think. Let's think. Much will be on here? Maybe it will. Actually, look, he might, because I feel like it matches that brass perfectly, right? Let's do it. Oh, shit. What the fuck? What happened here? Rip. Good old GMK. Well, we'll figure it out. We always do. If I can put this on. What the hell? Something's up with that stab. I gotta figure that out. Let's get the rest of this going. Yeah, something's really not good with that. So we got to figure that out. Oh, I got these backwards. Slippery hands, man. All that lube. And we're almost friggin' there. Cover back on. And let's get to the good stuff. Yeah? Let's see how this thing turned out. Something's wrong. Still wrong with the spacebar though. Like, I don't know what the hell is up. That doesn't feel right. It doesn't even seem like it's sitting on there right. Is it backwards? No. Let's try this. Okay. Let's go to our dual view. Down and get our sound test going. Oops. Okay. Ooh. These sound crispy. These are very different sounding than in the Starry. I do, man. They sound much deeper than on the other boards I've tried. I gotta redo this stab. I think the plate is just stopping it from going much deeper. But the alphas and the mods sound awesome. That's what I'm thinking. That's the only thing that's coming to mind. I'm gonna have to do some stab surgery to see if I can fix that. No resonance either. I'm thinking maybe this side is backwards, but I double checked them before I put anything in. So I don't know if it's just the way it is. Can't be though. They just feel, yeah, they feel like stuck a little bit. There's no way these stabs are feel and sound the way they do. Yeah, man. Wow. Clears on half, huh? Is that the new meta? Oops. Oh, just hard to get used to typing. I haven't used tactiles in a minute. Ah! Yeah, if I can fix that spacebar, I think I can say I really, really like this. Oops. What do you guys think? Pass or fail? GG's. All right. Do I try to do surgery on this thing right now? Or do I save it for another day? It's kind of late. So maybe we save it for another day, yeah? Pause indeed. Yeah, I gotta take it apart. Something's definitely off with the stab. But I think we'll save that for another day. But I do really like the alphas. Oops. Yeah, I really like the alphas. I really like the mods. I've always liked clears, so win-win for me. Let's get another look at this bad boy, though. Yeah, I think Maestro looks kind of crisp on there too, man. I'll use your technique for sure, dude. I mean, I could also probably swap all the white keys for bow, and it'd probably still look really good too. But GG's, man. Thank you guys for sticking around. That's all I really got for today. I want to try to call it early. I'm still freaking exhausted from flying back from DC. I don't know if I'm going to stream on Thursday, but maybe I will. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Though I do think something's definitely up. Yeah, dude, this is a very, very nice looking board. Sounds awesome too, feels good. JTD works. This thing doesn't want to. It's just in the way. What the hell? What are you autofocusing on? What are you autofocusing on? This camera is so freaking moody. There we go. Maybe it's just my view. For sure. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the sub again, Danny. Really appreciate you, man. I typically stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, usually around 7 p.m. Pacific. Trying to get it earlier, but you know, work, kids, life. All right, guys. Have a great night. GG's.